Good morning, traders. I'm Emily Advani, the CEO of the Investment Banking Institute and your host here at NewsWare's Trade Talk. Joining me is trading anchor Bill Olson, who brings more than 30 years of institutional trading experience to our program. At Trade Talk, we provide the facts, themes, and trading ideas for the day ahead. Today is Monday, December 2nd. We return to trading on this first trading day of December. On Friday, stocks ended in the green to end the month of November on the Black Friday shortened holiday. The Dow climbed 188 points, or 0.42%. The S&P 500 picked up 33 points, or more than 0.5%. The Nasdaq advanced 157 points, or 0.83%. Bill, let's get into a new week and a new month with what is happening in the markets this morning.
Hi, yes, good morning, Emily. Yeah, we're flat this morning. We're down 0.01% for the S&Ps. So we were down, more than 0.1% earlier, but we've since clawed our way back, and now we're essentially flat, which is good. This week is going to be important. We get a lot of economic talk. We got a lot of tariff talk, and some good earnings coming out. Today, the PMI data, and for the rest of the week, it's about unemployment data. That's really what's on the economic calendar that people are going to be paying attention to. Trump and tariffs, he backed away from the talk about Mexican and Canadian tariffs after talking to the heads of those countries. But he is issuing a threat of 100% tariffs for countries that attempt to replace the dollar as a reserve currency. This is really for oil-producing nations. What else do we see? The CEO of Stellantis resigns abruptly. That's not good. Today's Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is kicking off today. Retailers are indicating positive sales data through Black Friday. That's good to see. Semiconductor stocks are a little weak this morning. Apparently, the Biden administration is preparing additional curbs on sales to China. That's causing those stocks to weaken a little bit. But let's take a look at the action overseas, and let's start off with Germany. Germany is up 1.25%, or 245 points. The FTSE's up 35 points, or 0.43%. And the CAC in Paris is up 0.39%. This is really shocking because this morning you saw big weakness, especially in France. The French markets were down over 1% this morning because of political instability going on. But they've since, really rallied back. There were some positive comments that came out of from an ECB official where he talked about future rate cuts, and that really has helped turn those markets declines into positive action. So we're seeing some positive action in Europe. Asia last night also generally saw positive action. We got the Nikkei jumped 304 points, or 0.8%. The Hang Seng jumped to 126 points, or 0.65%. In China, their markets jumped 1.13%. There was some positive manufacturing data out of China over the weekend that really, and then you have the additional stimulus action that's expected from the PBOC later this month. So we did see, banks moving higher. We saw tech moving higher, and that's positive. So, I'm not surprised to see that the U.S. markets have turned from moving lower to higher with these Asian equities moving in the green, and European stocks, which did open up in the red, but they are now green. So I expect to see some green on the day in the S&Ps. But then we're turning our attention to oil, which is a big factor this morning. You got WTI trading at $68.79 a barrel. You got Brent trading $72.66 a barrel. There is this week we do have an OPEC meeting. We do have the stockpile data coming out, and that ceasefire agreement is still holding. It's cautious, but it's still holding. But the positive manufacturing data out of China, that's really what's causing the oil to move higher by over 1% this morning, because if China demand kicks up, that's going to be good for that's going to give push oil prices higher. But that's what I have for you in terms of a morning market update report, Emily.
Bill, and in your update, we can hear really there's a number of factors that will be affecting the markets today and throughout the week as we start a new month, really across all fronts. Political action. We're talking about headlines, corporate headlines. You mentioned earnings, economic data. So we're going to get through some of those details throughout the show today to start our week off right. And the first area we will turn to is earnings action. Might be starting off slow today as we're coming off, the holiday week and extended weekend. But looking ahead to the week, there's a couple of important earnings to note. So Bill, what is going on in terms of earnings action?
Yeah, no earnings came out this morning or Friday afternoon, obviously. But today, after the bell, we get Zscaler, ticker ZS, Zebra Sam. They're going to be releasing their EPS at 63 cents. Expected move is 9.37%. And it's rather positive. Yeah, I could see Zscaler. But that's really all I have for you in terms of a morning market earnings report, Emily.
And Bill, as that picks up throughout the week, we will follow it right here at NewsWare's Trade Talk. In the area, we have a number of reports to note and some Fed speak. Our economic events, again, economic events continuing to be in focus as we end the year here. So, Bill, what is going on in terms of economic events?
Well, I mean, today we at 10 a.m. we have construction spending, but the key one really is going to be these ISM manufacturing PMIs that are coming out also at 10 a.m. They're going to be the one that the market is going to be mainly focused on. We got a little Fed speak this afternoon at 3:15 p.m. We're going to be hearing from Fed Governor Christopher Waller, and then at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be hearing from New York Fed Bank President John Williams. So we got some good commentary. And later this week, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell is scheduled to be speaking at the New York Times Deal Book Summit. So, yeah, keep your eyes. There's going to be a lot of employment data coming out this week and some good PMI data today, Emily.
And Bill, following that data, using your newsware, the Fed speak, the economic events, and of course, earnings, and you still are able to gather other types of news and information all using your newsware, breaking it down into alerts, seeing these things in real time. And as other people are trying to play catch up after the extended holiday, Bill, you're on top of it this morning because you have newsware and you're able to get to your desk and follow all of this market moving information as it's happening. You're looking at things like merger news, guidance news, shareholders meetings, buyback news, catalyst calls this morning. You're also looking at your stocks grouped together like your FANG stocks and your Dow 30 stocks. So Bill, what else do you see is possibly moving the markets today?
I'm just looking at my, doing a quick data check. I'm looking at my Dow stocks. I got 19 higher, 10 lower, and one unchanged. I'm looking at my FANG stocks, and I'm showing gains across the board in all of them. So that's very positive. You're looking at some of the news behind the tape, and Amazon, which is up over 1% this morning. They announced Amazon Connect, which really is helping their clients with customer interactions. It's connecting the databases from orders to sales tickets to returns to comments. It's positive. Google's trading flat to higher this morning. There's a flood of AI generated content that's said to be causing issues with Google's search, their search business. Tesla ticker TSLA up over 2% this morning. These guys have rolled out a new version of their self-driving software that's causing some positive action in the stock this morning. We're looking at Dow Jones 30 stocks, and NVIDIA seen a little weakness this morning. President Biden's expected to announce broader curbs on chip sales to China. That's causing a little weakness in the stock. But Disney, ticker DIS, up 0.5% this morning. That Moana 2 movie delivered 221 million in ticket sales, and with those results, it gives Disney the top 3 movies of 2024. Goldman Sachs added Burlington Stores, ticker BURL, and Air Lease, ticker AL, to its conviction list. They removed Globally Online, ticker GBLE, Grace Boy, Larry Edward, and they also removed Amgen, ticker AMGN, from their conviction list. In terms of merger news, Treehouse Foods, ticker THS, Tom, Henry, Sam, they're going to be acquiring Harris Freeman T subsidiaries in a $205 million deal. They also, backed their 2024 guidance of 3.37 billion to 3.4 billion, whereas in the street estimates at 3.37 billion. So, the street estimate is kind of on the low end of what the company expects. So it's kind of positive for Treehouse Foods, ticker THS, Tom, Henry, Sam. In terms of shareholders meetings going on, well, I want to point out Walmart CEO McMillan. He's going to be speaking today at a Morgan Stanley conference at 12:45 p.m. There could be something there. In terms of buyback news, Bread Financial, ticker BFH, Bread, Boy, Frank, Henry, they are increasing their repurchase agreement by 25 million. Checkpoint Systems, ticker CHKP, Charlie Henry Kilo Paul. Deutsche Bank opens up a catalyst call buy idea on Checkpoint Software. And that's what I have for you about news hitting the tape this morning, Emily.
This is the type of data that NewsWare delivers daily. It's factual, it's market moving, and our alerting functions bring it to your attention as it happens. Go to www.newsware.com now and sign up for the trial and see for yourself the benefits that professional Newswire delivers. It is now that time of the show for the Trade Talk pick of the day. Bill, we're starting a new month on this Monday. A lot to be watching today. So what is your pick of the day today?
I'm going to go with Shopify, ticker SHOP, Sam Henry, Oscar Paul. Now, listen, these guys reported $5 billion in merchant sales through Black Friday. I mean, that's positive. And you look at Friday's, call put volumes. You had 94,024 calls versus 14,564 puts in a shortened trading session. The open interest 345, 625 calls to 320, 680 puts. Positive, flat, but not crazy positive, but positive. But the major brokers really are raising price targets on this stock. They keep raising them. Price target. I had it at 114.50 to 115 based on where the stock price was because it was trading lower. But now it's started to move a little higher. So if I can get in at 115.50, I think it would still be a good play. I just got to see how it opens. But I think Shopify, ticker SHOP, could be a good one today. And that's my stock of the day, Emily.
Shopify it is today, Bill. We will follow that along with you, taking advantage of some momentum following Black Friday sales. And coming up, we will take a look back on Black Friday and Friday's pick of the day to see how that went and to also check in on how November ended up for the pick of the day. But first, let's take a look at the current breaking headlines that have hit the tape in our hot off the press segment. Bill, take it away.
Let's see. Oracle announces new update to Oracle Life Sciences Empirical Signals. Johnson & Johnson seeking approval for pediatric indications for its drug Tremfya. Mara Holdings, MARA, Michael Apple, Richard Apple, proposed offering of $700 million convertible senior notes. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Stellantis, ticker STLA, CEO Carlos Travers resigns amid falling sales in the U.S. RDNT, Richard David, Nancy Tom launched AI-powered imaging-based diagnostic system. Walmart, ticker WMT, demand said to be strong for electronics, toys, and groceries, according to B of A. Adobe, ticker ADB, Adobe Analytics expects consumers to spend $3.2 billion today, which would be a 6.1% increase from 2023. JP Morgan agrees to drop lawsuit against Tesla over stock warrants. FDA is the Supreme Court has said to hear the FDA's defense on the agency's refusal to let two e-cigarette companies sell flavored vape products that regulators found to pose significant health risks to youths. Yeah, they had flavors like pink lemonade, and they're feeling that's directed at children. Meta Platforms company has introduced stricter rules for advertisers of financial products and services targeting Australians. NEP, Nancy Edward Paul, it's NextEra Energy Partners got a double upgrade over at Morgan Stanley. Kohl's, ticker KSS, unveils plans to pay for customers' holiday gifts this December. Whole Foods, Amazon's Whole Foods, they're crafting a strategy around mini market concept, for groceries at their stores. Cyber Monday spending could set new records today. These are the headlines I'm seeing. That's all I have for you this morning, Emily.
Okay, Bill, before we dive into trading on this Monday and into December, let's do that check-in on Friday's pick of the day, which was Zscaler. As you told us, they are set to report earnings this afternoon. I caught a number of price target bumps on the stock on Friday, and the company also announced that it is scheduled to present at a bunch of upcoming investor conferences, including UBS Global Technology and AI Conference, Barclays annual Global Technology Conference, amongst others. Now, you were looking at this one on Friday, hoping to catch some momentum. It was a shortened trading day. So, Bill, how did your call work out?
Well, it worked out well, actually. The stock opened up at 206. And it did fall down to 204.47. And now my entry price was 205 to 205.50. So it fell beneath my entry price, but it did rally. I mean, it closed at 206.59, but it did hit a high on Friday after that initial dip of 207.95. And you look at it this morning, it's at 207.30. So, with that, if you look at it as, at the entry point of 205 to 205.50, I mean, yeah, definitely we made the 1%. So the Zscaler was a winner, Emily.
You were able to grab that gain there heading into their earnings report. So with that, you had 20 picks in November, only one flat trade, and only one real loss. Even with the flat trade, we're looking at a 90% win rate. And if we just kick out that flat trade, we're looking at a 95% win rate for November. Not so bad. And we will check in with you tomorrow about today's Shopify pick of the day to see how December starts off. Bill, thank you as always for your expert insight. Join us back here tomorrow and each weekday morning at NewsWare's Trade Talk when we provide the facts, themes, and trading ideas for the day ahead. Again, I'm your host, Emily Advani, here with trading anchor Bill Olson. Traders, you know what to do. Let's go out there and make some green.